Hi and good morning, everyone. My name is Albert, and this is Vlogs About Nothing. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very busy morning to join me. I really do appreciate it. I myself am enjoying doing absolutely nothing, being chronically unemployed, and sleeping all day. Now, what I do want to talk about right now is gerontocracy. Link in the description below. Gerontocracy, as it is defined, is the idea that the world is run by old people. Okay, so let's provide some empirical data so that we can, like put this together in context. So, Donald Trump, after the completion of this second term, will have lived to be 82 years and 8 months, and he will have been the oldest president to have ever served. Ironically enough, replacing the oldest person to have ever served as a living president, Joe Biden, at 82 years and some odd months, 2 or 3 months. I can't quite remember exactly. Link in the description below. They do a way better job of providing this factual evidence. I'm just a guy talking about nothing in my room to myself with no script. Yeah, can't get any more loser than that. And my standards are real low, but let's continue on with that conversation with gerontocracy. So we now know that Donald Trump, as leader of the free world, is going to be one old dude when he finishes this term. I mean, he's old enough to be JD Vance's grandma. And if you're from Albuquerque, New Mexico, even great grandma. Ooh, hey, yeah, whatever. My mom was 15 years old when she had me. Eat your heart out. I turned out just fine. Anyways, so I do want to continue to talk about gerontocracy. So the next leaders in the world are Xi Jinping, and forgive me for not knowing the dude's name from India. So these are the three most powerful nations, arguably, with the most influence, and not to mention Russia. We're not even talking about Vladimir Putin, although Vladimir Putin is still relatively young in comparison to the very, very much older crowd that currently runs the world. So there's 14 minutes of content in the link in the description below with a channel that has a really good reputation of talking about these things and providing this kind of evidence, but it can't be argued. Just the other day, I was having a conversation with a person who had worked at a place for 30 years. Now, like, just so that you guys know, boomers and uncool Xers, I'm just saying that, like, that's not any type of like flaunt, you feel me? That's like no type of like I just don't understand why you think that would be something good to say. Like that just means that you're old and you're unwilling or unable to, unfortunately in some cases, but in most cases unwilling to give up that cozy little job to somebody that is 30 years younger than you and can do the job twice as better as you can, twice as good as you can, twice as better, twice as good as you can. Quite literally, you feel me? So, like, again, Donald Trump, 82 years old when he finished his term, currently 78 years old. JD Vance, the dude's like 40 or something, or whatever, 40. I'm just saying, literally double his age. You feel me? So, like, how much can these guys possibly have in common? You feel me? I mean, it must be like talking to, like, your, weird uncle who has, like, control of the free world. It's like, hey, uncle, we have nothing in common, and my parents are just your age or younger, but let's lead the US together, man. Let's make this a joint collaboration. Anyways, I think that it's bothersome that old people continue to be stubborn and want everything and anything. They want to continue to work, but yet they also continue to take the most stress out of the healthcare system, and as they will continue to take the most stress out of the healthcare system as they continue to age. So over the next 20 years, there will be more boomers and Xers needing end-of-life elderly care than we've ever seen in this country. Not to mention the fact that we are far behind the kind of resources needed to adequately provide for those that can't afford it. We're just concerning and talking about the people that actually can, right? We're not even mentioning the people that actually need it, that actually get impacted by things like not having universal basic income or universal health care. Friendly reminder, we're the only developed, modern, industrialized nation in the entire world not to have universal health care. That, in and of itself, should make us all just kind of want to be a part of the rest of the world and not let our people continuously get exploited domestically by international and domestic corporations that literally shake down the coffers of all the revenue that's generated from hard earning tax paying dollars. You feel me? Like, I'm just saying, like, that's an actual fact. And so genetocracy is a problem, right? Like, there's something inherently wrong with extremely old people trying to lead us into a future that has any kind of real meaning, substance, or is free of old age concerns like war. Because that's an old age concern. I feel like we're all adults and we should all be able to communicate, right? Because if we're not able to communicate, everything gets all mixed up. Kind of like how that just happened. You feel me? I got messed and mixed up. Anyways, genetocracy is just something that I feel like should be at the tip of all of our tongues. I mean, if you're out there and you have a parent or something that's like the thing is we should be encouraging people that are over the age of 55 to not work and to have the kind of infrastructure available, such as universal basic income, universal health care, the eligibility for social security, at 55 instead of 64 or whatever. By the time Donald Trump is done, social security, you'll have to people won't be eligible until they're like 75. And that'll be like a new American standard dream. He'd be like, you gotta work till you're 75. And then you can qualify for partial social security benefits if you're lucky. It's like, holy potatoes. That's quite the commitment to you, Uncle Sam. 75 years. Holy potatoes. This is like some sort of sentence. Very similar to that place that is in between purgatory and heaven. Or, below, whatever. Anyways, I'm not, too good on some of those jokes sometimes. Again, friendly reminder. I just kind of talk as I think, and sometimes it's good, sometimes it's weird, sometimes it's comfortable, sometimes it's awkward, but it is what it is. And so genetocracy is something, again, I feel like we should not, there's no vested interest and benefit, there's no net positive to having people that have ruined the world continue to ruin the world. This is textbook, pretty stupid behavior. Like, we're all acting pretty senile, as it concerns a nation and those that we choose to lead us, and the fact that both chambers of the House of Representatives and the United States Congress, and the United States Senate, right, Congress and Senate, they both look like some sort of like mad AARP like type of some sort of bingo playing day, and it's like these guys are in charge of the world. And why aren't they playing pickleball? Please put down the pen and just go and play pickleball. Go enjoy your mansion that you've worked your entire life stealing for. I mean, seriously, at some point, aren't you gonna enjoy all that loot? What good is a life of stealing when you don't even have any time to enjoy the things that you've stolen? All I'm saying, and legally, right? Because it's all yours. No one's coming to take it. Except a friendly reminder that those of you that believe in little government, the government owns everything. There's really no such thing as private property. And I kind of feel like that's the opposite of social capitalism and socialism in and of itself. The factors of production must belong to the people, not the actual government. That's the difference between modern political ideology and archaic, exploitative, pro-Western Democrat or Republic rhetoric that always just leads to the same result. Some very old guy leading our country. We haven't, like, seriously, can you imagine that? Like, no one's been vibing in the White House that's like under the age of 60 since Obama. And there's some people out there that weren't even alive, like, born yet when Obama was president. Like, that's how far into the 21st century we are. And, before that, George Bush was there. I mean, it's like George W. Bush should have ran against Donald Trump. I would have voted for George W. Bush again. Yeah, I said that. I would have. Even his leadership at his age would be far better than Donald Josiah Trump or whatever. Remember, we're not ever learning the guy's middle name. It's okay. So I hope that you guys are well. You feel me? And I hope that at some point we are all realistic with ourselves and understand that if young people want jobs, something's got to give. I mean, do you want to give these jobs to robots, or do you want to continue to let your grandma serve you at your local, I mean, again, like, I'm not sure. No hate on the people, I'm just saying, like, pickleball, pickleball, local recreation centers, public libraries. There's a whole world out there for you to enjoy that will literally cost you little to nothing and will help other places so that you can, do other things and young people can find something to do. So, I hope that you guys have a really good day. Check out that video, link in the description below. Gerontocracy, it's a thing, it's a vibe. Learn about it, it's something new. And I hope that you guys have a really good day. All right, bye.